Hello everyone, this is Paul with Auto Nucleus, and today we're taking a look at a brand new 2019 Subaru Forester. And this one is the top of the line touring trim. So as usual, I'll do a full walk around, just kind of taking a look at some of the details of the vehicle. Again, this is just a first look view, just to kind of give you some close-ups to some of the various different parts of the car. As you can see, this one's completely remodeled from 2018. Has the projector headlight bulbs. Continue walking around the vehicle. Has some sportier plastic trim down low. Then there's roof rails up top. Then they do have chrome-like handlebars to grab onto. And then the cool thing with the key fob, you can actually just push it, and it'll open up your rear lift gate. So here's your cargo space. Very roomy. Has a little cover back here to kind of hide away some of your personal items. If you put your purse, or if you buy some big items during Black Friday, you don't want creepers to look in. Here you have a speaker or a subwoofer in the back. You got your rear lay down switch, so if you push it, it'll fall forward. Same way over here, pull it, fall forward. And then this side actually has a little power outlet switch. And then there's some tie downs for additional accessories. This one comes with the all-weather cargo mats. Underneath you have some additional storage and also your spare tires under there. Other than that, that's pretty much the back seat. This does come down for you to get some extra space. So all of that is your cargo space, just to give you a point of reference and an idea. So you can get quite a bit of, I guess, presents, gifts, whatever you're going for. You can get that back here. Not as large as a minivan, but still pretty large. All right, we'll go ahead and pull the seats back up. So it's pretty easy. You can do it one-handed. This one's easy as well. Just gotta give enough force to go back in. So again, I'm 5'10", and I'm sitting in the back seat. A lot of space here. There's easily, I don't know, 6 inches or so. And then plenty of seat space. There's a slight hump in the middle for the unfortunate fellow who may get stuck there, right in the back seat. Here for the back seat passengers, you have actually dedicated heated seats, and there are 2 electrical USB outlets down here as well, in case you need to charge your phone and whatnot. And in addition, there are 2 rear vents. As far as cup holders, there are some in the center console, and then there are some in the door. So this top of the line trim comes with a nice leather. It feels very nice. I tried it with my glove off, so for those who think I'm funny, this is a plastic feel, but it looks nice. And this is plastic as well, hard plastic here, and then it goes into the leather trim. So in the rear, it is slightly tinted in the windows, so that's nice to keep in mind. And then these seats, these brown seats, have a nice ivory or white stitching, and then in the front it's slightly perforated, as you can see. So let's go ahead and jump in the front, and we'll take a look around as well. Hello everyone, this is Paul. we're inside the 2019 Subaru Forester. We'll just take a look at the interior really quick, and then we'll go ahead and take this one for a test drive, just to let you see what it's like to drive and what the experience is like. Just a quick orientation of the land. We have on our steering console the cruise controls. It does have adaptive cruise control, so this controls how close you can get to the vehicle in front of you, and then this one will adjust it the farther length. Once you click on it, if you're in cruise control, you can see on the display how many lines or how close it'll allow you to get to the vehicle in front of you. There's a lane keep assist, your various different drive controls, heated steering wheel on button. The light isn't that bright when it's bright outside, obviously, but it does affect it. Here you have some of your, this is how you control your front screen up here in your dash. And then you have your radio functions, volume, scan, and then your voice controls here. Over here in your center infotainment center, you got your home button, you got your various buttons for other features within your infotainment. This one does come with Apple Carplay, so obviously there's your Apple Carplay features, and it'll have your apps. Apple Carplay does now support Google Maps for those who did not know, as well as other third-party apps such as Waze. If you go home, if you're inside an app, the only way to go home is by pushing that button, or I think you might be able to do it on your phone as well. Let's go ahead and give that a try. So if you're in Google Maps, if you click the home button, it does work on that screen. Let's see, what else can I show you? You got a volume knob and your tuning knob. Let's see, your climate controls are down here. Everything's down here. If you want to sync your dual zones, you can do it down there with that button. If you want, I guess I unsynced them, but if you want to sync them, just push it again. This is your fan output. I'll go ahead and turn off the engine for right now. Oh, I turned it back on. I just wanted to turn on the power to the vehicle to continue showing some of these items. So in your climate control, this is your temperature gauge. So turn it down, make it cooler, obvious, and then you crank it up. Both sides have that feature. You guys are pretty familiar with that. We also have your more drive control. It does have X mode within this version to help you control your descent if you're going pretty fast, or if you need to control how slow you want to go downhill. It'll affect you with that. So you got slow and mud, and then you got snow and dirt. So this one does have heated front seats as well as in the rear, as I showed you previously. Cup holders are pretty large, which are great. Something I noticed about the storage up here, it's not that big. It's kind of awkward if you put your phone there. So you'll probably end up doing what I did and just put in a cup holder. See, center console for additional storage is good size. You can get your coins in there, as they alluded to with the coin tray. So it's a good size center console for stuff. And then you have additional storage here for quick access items. All right, so that was a quick run through. I do want to get a test drive in, so we'll go ahead and do that now. But for those who are not familiar with my channel, I do want to just go ahead and say that I typically just do quick car drives for those who aren't familiar with these vehicles and want to just get additional exposure to what it's like, how loud it is, what it looks like, interior, exterior, and then just kind of a general description of what it feels like to drive. Something I did forget to mention, though, I'll go ahead and stop here, is this huge panoramic moonroof. It goes almost halfway towards the back, so that's definitely a big feature that I noticed with the Subarus. And then also your sunglasses holder. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some driving here. There's some other people just hanging out in the parking lot. So something with the heated steering wheel that I do want to just speak to is that when it's on, it's not the entire steering wheel that's heated. There's really only 4 main quadrants that are warm. And I'll point them out once I finish this turn. It's 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 are the main hot spots. Right here, if you put your hand here when you have it on, this area will be fairly cool compared to these side pieces. So we'll go ahead and drive around. I'll try and get on the highway as well. But pickup in this vehicle is pretty good. Again, Subaru Boxer engines are on the louder side with the acceleration, so you heard it roar a little bit as you go. So I'm not sure if you saw it, but it was asking me to unlock my phone in order to utilize Apple Carplay. So the heated wheel is making my hands hot, so I'll take off my gloves. Another cool feature that I noticed within the 2019 Forester, I'll turn that down so you can hear me, with the 2019 Forester is the computer will actually dedicate resources to the camera. I believe there's a camera over there to observe my posture as I'm driving. There you can see the lane keep assist turned on. That lady was coming right at me. The lane keep assist turned on to notify me that I was drifting out of my lane, just as that lady was coming on to me. But what I was saying about the posture was that I'll keep an eye on how my driving posture is. If I start slumping and then my head starts to drop as I'm driving, it'll actually give me a notification to say, hey, wake up. You're falling asleep or you're passing out. So I'm going to try and do that here. My eyes will stay on the road, but I'm going to kind of duck my head and see if you guys can pick up on that. So I'm going to look down, but I'm still looking forward. Oh, there it goes. See, it says keep eyes on the road right in there. So that's a pretty neat feature. Don't ask how I figured that out. I was just playing around with it and it picked up on that. But that was a pretty neat feature in case you guys do a lot of driving and you get sleepy and you want something just there to keep you awake and keep you alert. Something else I noticed was the speed limit signs on the center dash, and there's also, so it was giving me a warning to slow down because that car was stopped. So there's also a button to pull up the speed limit signs up here. It goes based off of the navigation and what the computer says it is, and it's not based off of the sign or the street sign recognition. So I've driven past a sign that said 35 miles per hour, but on the display it said 40 miles per hour. So that must means it's programmed into the computer. I'll speed up here. I'm going a little slow. So acceleration isn't much of an issue. It's not a speed rocket, but it definitely helps you get up to speed quick enough for most people's everyday use. Just showing you this display again. I'll try and get on the highway here just to give you a better idea of highway acceleration and what it sounds like. Some cars are pretty loud during that acceleration phase. So I'll give you guys an idea here. So this car does have very comfortable seats. To speak to the seats, it has lumbar support in the driver's seat, which I have on. I feel like I'm being hugged in all the right places, so that's always good. Overall, this looks to be a really well refined 2019 Forester. I like the stitching that continues on to the front dash. Wait line here to get onto the highway. So this version does come with Harman Kardon speakers. We'll go ahead and test those out a little bit here. So they get really loud. They're very crisp sounding as well, which is great. We'll see how loud we get on the highway again. There's some pretty large body roll due to our ground clearance. So I'm doing a fairly decent acceleration. Let up off the throttle, slow down for this guy. So I'll turn on cruise control. You do that by pushing this button, and I'll click my set button. So it actually increases speed by 5 mph increments. I'm actually going to increase manually because it took too long and traffic was coming. So I'm at 60 mph and I have my cruise control on. Adaptive cruise control is on as well. So if you can see down on my dash, it recognizes that there's a car in front of me and it's keeping me at a safe distance. If I want to decrease that gap, I can push this button. And it should increase my comfort or decrease my comfort level, meaning that I'm comfortable with getting closer to that car. So I increase the speed. But if I want to back it up, say I don't want to be as close as I am to that car, I'll push this button. And it'll slowly back me up off of the rear of that car. So again, the blind spot monitoring is pretty neat. I don't know if you guys saw it come up over here. It's not on the actual mirror like some cars have it. It's kind of over here on the side of the mirror, and likewise on that one as well. So it's actually a bigger light, which I actually like. Makes it more obvious, but some people I can see people thinking that that's kind of annoying how bright that light is and how big it is, especially if you're not trying to merge. So I can see both sides of that. See, for example, what that looks like. It's pretty big. And turn my heated seats down, making me a little toasty. Over here you can also see the adaptive cruise control pick up the vehicle in front of me. It's you can see the Subaru EyeSight logo at the bottom left, just showing that it's working. Overall, this feels like a solid vehicle. I try to give as unbiased of a video as possible. I wouldn't consider it a review. I consider it more of a me being your eyes and me being your ears and me being your touches and senses, so that you didn't have to go out and drive one at the dealership and deal with all the salesmen. I'm just trying to help give you an idea without actually having to go drive it yourself. But eventually, if you are interested in this car, you should go out and drive it. That's the best way to know if you'll like it. But overall, it has a lot of features to offer. It does have a lot of goodies, I guess, as we call it. But it's a fun car to drive. But I appreciate all of you guys watching my video. I'll just probably drive around for a little bit more. Feel free to continue watching. But if not, then I appreciate you guys watching again, and God bless, and everyone please drive safe. There's a lot of crazy people out there, and we don't need you guys to be one of them. So if you guys can, please like and subscribe as usual, and then let me know if you guys have any questions or comments about the car, or if you guys want to see another car driven, let me know. Again, thank you, God bless, and drive safe.